Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is October 21st.
Happy birthday to my sister.
Happy birthday to Roan's sister.
The woman who taught me to dunk.
The woman who taught him to dunk.
She had me playing above the rim at a young age.
Yeah?
One leg and two.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Springy as hell. She got me right.
Were you dunking on the 7-foot?
I was dunking on 7-foot dudes. I was dunking on 7-footers.
Classic.
Sudanese bros, too.
Yeah?
Like bowl.
Bowls and cups.
And cucks and bowls. There was there's a French restaurant called Bowl.
Is there now?
And there's also a basketball player named Bowl. And I had no one to share that information with until right now.
Bowl?
Boll.
Yeah.
Manute
Son
Bol.
of Manute.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant BOWL.
No, that would be crazy.
Bowl.
That would barely make any sense.
That'd be a good name, though.
Bowl is better than Manute Bowl.
Truth.
Bowl is fucking incredible. And he's Sudanese as hell. I
Maybe
never
I'll-
see you with any Sudanese dudes.
No, I don't rock with any Sudanese guys.
And it's like, why?
It's a personal preference.
There were many Sudanese where I grew up.
Yeah? In Maine?
I'm not even kidding you. They emigrated as a entire village came
From Sudan?
from Sudan. And initially they landed in Atlanta. But the elders, I guess, realized that all the kids were getting caught up in bad stuff.
Yeah.
And so they moved them, and the entire community came to Maine. And
Well, a lot of people don't know that Gucci Mane is actually Sudanese.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because
I've
he
seen
came
him
across
before.
with the village and then he stayed. They left him. It was like a Home Alone situation where they forgot about him.
Gucci Mane.
And then he took over the Atlanta trap scene.
Yeah.
The-
I am remembering that now.
it's there I guess I want to say it's not Sudanese. There's another major pocket of African immigrants in Minneapolis.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Where are they from?
Bloomington.
Somalia. It's Somalis.
Somali
And there's
bros.
a lot of Somali immigrants in Maine as well. Somali
Really?
and Sudanese, yeah.
There's a big population in Idaho as well. I think that when a lot of them legally immigrate, they're like, okay, you can come here, but we're going to put you in a place.
Cold
that's,
places.
Yeah, cold and not, they might not like you
I
there.
always wondered why they...
Yeah, Idaho has like a huge white supremacist population.
And them and the Sudanese.
Yeah.
It's like the French Revolution up there. They're just
The
going
Sudanese
head to
are
head.
eating their cattle.
They're eating the cows.
It's a
fucking
normal
brutal.
food to eat.
Yeah, it's absolutely brutal. I don't think that Gucci Mane is Sudanese though, bro.
No, he's definitely not Sudanese.
No, he's not.
Sudanese bros have a look.
I saw Gucci
Gucci's
Mane.
from Atlanta, bro.
I saw Gucci Mane at a
Yeah,
Celtics
ethnically.
game, and he was wearing more jewelry that had more diamonds on it than anything I'd ever seen. It was genuinely awesome.
Yeah, was it skinny
It was
Gucci or fat
so
Gucci?
fucking cool.
Skinny or fat?
Skinny.
Yeah. So
He was
post
jacked.
prison?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was the
It's the best
NBA
time to see
Finals. Or was it? No, it might not have been the NBA final. I don't know if it was. But he had a bracelet on that was like a cuff,
Yeah.
and it was filled with diamonds all the way.
Canary yellow or the pink like cotton candy?
I would say regular sparkle.
White, clear?
Yep.
I'm a big Gucci Mane fan.
I like him a lot.
You know his music?
Met Gala.
Very nice. Hi, my
Murder
name is
week.
Gucci Mane. I'm
Blah, blah,
addicted
blah, blah,
to
blah.
everything.
Yes,
Cash, money,
etc.
weed, husband, and promethazine.
I'll pick up a bottle.
Have you ever heard
Treat me
Gucci
like
Mane's
one of the
Christmas song?
Jacksons.
Have you ever heard Gucci Mane's Christmas song? His
No, I was
Christmas
singing
album?
Met Gala.
I know.
Do you know that one?
Yeah. And then I was asking if you've heard his Christmas album.
I don't. I'm not a seasonal
Trapping through the snow. Yeah, East Atlanta Santa. He says like
That's
it's
classic.
extended clipping an AK. It's a good song.
Wow.
It's an album or just a song?
Album, full album.
Right.
Yeah.
That's sick. What a legend.
He killed someone.
All right, we're just dry snitching now,
Yeah,
bro?
he killed a hooker.
We're
snitching.
dry snitching right now on
Yeah.
the pod?
Look, I like Gucci, but he has to be held accountable.
Hey, this man's the feds.
Don't even
Gucci
joke, bro.
Mane, we had Wale performing at our
Oh, yeah.
senior class. What I don't know, it was like spring fling thing.
Yeah.
And someone went and held up a free Gucci Mane poster.
Yeah, tilts backwards.
And Wale pointed it out and said, yeah, that's right. Free Gucci Mane.
Wow.
Good for Wale.
Were they friends?
I would have pointed out and said, let him rot.
Are
For
Wale
what he's
and Gucci
done.
Mane friends?
I don't think
I have
historically.
no idea.
I don't
Wale's
think-
from DC.
Oh, God, no.
He still got his Nike boots.
Yeah, come on now.
Wale's really cool. I went and had a drink with him that week. It was his birthday.
You
While
did?
you were in college, you went and had a drink with Wale.
100%.
There's no way.
This is true.
You like? How did you went and had a drink, or you
It was
saw him at a
after
bar?
his show the next night, which
Yeah.
was at House of Blues, and Chitty Bang performed.
I know Chitty Bang.
No, they're pretty much amazing.
But apparently we don't like Chitty Bang at Barstool.
Why?
I think he canceled a gig and left us out to dry. This was many years ago. Dave has a vendetta against Chitty
It's
Bang.
crazy that Barstool would have any opinion on Chitty Bang at all.
Has Chitty Bang continued to be relevant?
I don't think so.
No.
I think Chitty is doing his own stuff, and no, it's like Noah Breakfast was the dude's real name.
That's like
last
being like-
I was in the city.
Yeah, Dave really hates Eazy-E.
Or no,
He's a-
G-Eazy.
Yeah, Dave has a burning passion towards G-Eazy.
That
like,
does
what?
weirdly make a lot of
Why?
sense that he would.
G-Eazy. Chitty Bang doesn't make sense at all.
They had like fucking who's the
He was
Boston
supposed to perform on the Blackout tour?
Sammy Adams. They had Sammy
Yeah.
Adams coming out. This is
So
like
that was-
the age
that
of
was
white rappers.
2011.
Yeah.
And I was in school, and Wale came to school
Yeah.
to do that show.
To learn.
He was the middle act. Sarah Bareilles opened.
What the fuck?
Wale middled, and Kid Cudi was the headliner.
Damn.
It was fucking
That's a good lineup.
awesome. Kid Cudi had just put out the Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was awesome.
Did he hum a lot?
Hang in.
I don't know, but I remember
Day,
I
night.
went behind the stage because it was outside, and I knew before he finished his last song, because I thought maybe I could say hi to Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
And he got off stage, and he was with a bunch of the guys that were on the stage with him, like a couple of his buddies, and they were walking off, and they had a big tour bus waiting, and there were like 5 kids waiting for autographs, and they were like, Kid Cudi, could you sign our thing? And he goes, no. He goes, I'm just kidding. And then he went over to them and signed autographs for him.
Damn.
It was
So-
about to get muddy with
Classic
Kid Cudi's
Cudi.
buddies. Yeah,
It was cool, and he was laughing about it. So he seemed cool. But then the next night we went to House of Blues.
Yeah.
And my friend was an ambassador for Red Bull.
I was literally going to say Red Bull.
Correct.
Because that's why are there so many college kids who are? We had people at my college that were ambassadors for Red Bull
He was
too.
a campus ambassador for
Yeah.
Red Bull. And somehow through that, he had been nominated to be their like driver for Wale.
Did he drive him in the Red Bull car?
No. No.
The
He
Red
was
Bull
in the
car.
can. He
Have
was
you ever
in the
seen the
can on
Red
the
Bull
roof.
cars with the
Yeah.
can
Of
on the
course.
top?
And the
So
girls.
sick. Yeah.
And they always just give out free Red Bull.
Yeah. Here, grab a bull.
Yeah. So just let me get through this. I'm almost done. I promise you. But
No,
can-
I'm enjoying the
You
story.
can riff it up.
I promise you,
These-
take as
these are good
long
riffs.
as you want.
Yeah. We went to House of Blues the
Let's
next
stretch
night.
this story out for the next hour and a half, please.
I had bought a flat brim hat at Bodega, which was the cool sneaker store in Boston that had the sliding
The sliding vending machine.
fake vending
Yes,
machine
I've
door.
been.
And it was a Georgetown Bulldogs hat. It was one of those Mitchell and Ness hats.
Yes.
I went through a period where I thought,
Everybody did.
maybe I had some hints of black culture within me deep.
Everybody did.
And I went to the House of Blues, and I was wearing that Georgetown hat because I knew that Wale was from DC. So
Yeah.
I was trying to create some sort of, I don't know, way in.
Yeah.
Fraternity.
But I was also with my buddy who was driving them around.
Mm-hmm.
So after the show, he got me a backstage pass, and it was Wale's birthday, and I was drinking hard.
Yeah. Red Bull vodkas,
I don't know what I was drinking. I think I was drinking
transfusions.
tequila. Yeah, with maybe like a jungle juice derivative. It
Damn.
was really not good. And all of a sudden I found myself on a couch in the House of Blues. That same place where we all congregated prior to the Barstool Awards.
Right before Sass went on.
Correct. before I went on did Sass's joke, which was joke of the night.
Joke of the night.
And Dave gave me
Whatever.
credit for it, and Tommy
Whatever.
corrected him and reminded him that it was actually Sass
He
who had
did.
written the joke because
Shout out to
Tommy's
Tommy.
a fucking dickhead.
Shout out to Tommy.
That's so fucked that he did that. But also, that was a
I
very
gave-
mean thing to say about Smitty, which I do not support.
Dude, that was a great joke.
You were bullying Smitty, and I thought
Structurally,
that
that
was
joke
whack.
was phenomenal.
It was a great
Perfect.
joke, and I gave you credit for it
I know.
on stage.
You did, yeah. But I guess Dave didn't hear it because he was still laughing too hard.
No, he just misremembered and was like, "That was a great joke by Francis," and then historian Tommy. No, that was a Sass
Actually,
special.
Sass's joke, who was
Dave definitely did-
brutally slashed from the lineup last second. I wouldn't even say last minute. I've never been at the venue and then they go, "You're not going up, by the way." I was there
You
with
flew
my
in from
suit
Vermont.
on.
Yeah, you were ready to go.
Nah, Blattman. Blattman was like, "Sorry, bro." Fucking asshole.
He's not
You
bitter.
know what?
Shout out Blattman.
The joke made the show, and you got credit.
I know. I would have bombed anyway.
No, I don't know.
I think I
about
was.
that.
I think I was. I was really nervous. I think I would have bombed.
Dave has no idea that people don't write all of the material that comes out of everybody's mouth.
Hmm.
He thinks that like Conan O'Brien is writing all his own jokes. Like the presidency like sits down with the president sits down with a pen before he goes out for a speech. What should I say today?
That's what I used to think stand up was. I used to think stand up was just you would just go out and be like, let's hope for the best, right?
Yeah.
Like I thought that like Louis C.K. was just showing up to a theater and they're like, let's just film this one, see what happens.
And then tomorrow night will be different. We'll pick the best from both nights.
Yeah. We'll see what I feel like talking about that day.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Dave gave great credit to Francis. You killed it that night.
I remember the time that I learned that it wasn't that.
Yeah.
And it was because Seinfeld was talking about a heckler who Seinfeld was out doing a show and he did a joke and someone yelled out, "Heard it before." And it was the single. Seinfeld said it was like the worst thing he could have heard.
I thought that Seinfeld would be like, "This is what we do. This is what comedy is." Like, you don't know that?
I don't think
Like,
Seinfeld was really like that. That's more like Tony Hinchcliffe, that like attitude about comedy.
I think that Seinfeld would definitely have it. Tony would just pair it with a dude in a wheelchair, perhaps. So what happened? You're at the Georgetown. You have the Georgetown hat.
Oh yeah, so we're at the House of Blues. We're at in that room that has all those couches and has
Beautiful
this kind of like
room.
Yeah.
Oriental feel. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I realized that I'm sitting next to Wale, and I'm wearing the hat. And we started talking, and I was like, I started advising him on his career.
Look where he ended up.
He did
MMG.
an album that had Seinfeld heavily featured on it. Did you hear that?
Yes.
I
The
did
Girls
not.
on Drugs. That song was
The album
amazing.
about nothing.
Seinfeld spits bars on it.
No, he
does a lot
samples
of
it.
the like intros, and they're talking.
Oh wow.
It's actually really interesting. Did you hear that? It's a good album. Seinfeld describes relationships being this roller coaster, and you get to the top, and I don't know. Yeah,
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
it's cool.
And
I'll have to check that
so
out.
he didn't have that idea until Francis was like, "I'm actually into stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Well,
you
I
should try
went-
to incorporate that into your act or
Yeah, yeah.
something."
I told him, I was like, you got to do another song with a big feature like Lady Gaga, because they had just done that
Poker face.
Poker Face remix or whatever. And I remember Wale goes, "Man, do you know how much I had to pay her to be on that song?" And I was like, "Man, what a bitch
Yeah.
Lady Gaga is."
That's so funny to go up to an artist and be like, "You should try working with the biggest people in the industry."
But dude, then this
You
is where
ever
things,
think about doing a song with Justin Bieber?
Or
Yeah.
like Jay-Z or something.
Yeah.
I
And
was
he's like
so-
taking notes.
Just an idea.
He's like, "This is good shit, kid."
I was so out of my element. I was such a bad fucking presence that night. Just being the drunk guy, being like, "You should do another song, with Lady Gaga. That's how you're gonna really get ahead." And then
Maybe it worked,
somehow
though.
I ended up in their van with them,
Whoa.
going back to their hotel room, and Chitty Bang was in
Wait,
the van.
there's gotta be more of an explanation
I
here.
don't
You
remember.
can't just say somehow I
He
ended
yada
up
yada yada,
in
and
the
now he's in the
van
van.
He
with
stayed
Wale.
late, and his group was 7 people, 8 people, And somehow I went with them by this point.
They're like, you look strong. Help me carry this pallet of lube.
Yeah.
He grabs like some baby oil out of the back pocket and gives it like a light toss to Francis.
Thanks, Wale.
Come with us in the van. Thanks, mean Wale.
I think I got in the van first and went all the way in the back and then slouched down.
Oh shit!
So
you
that
were
they
hiding.
Wouldn't even see that
You
I was
stowed
in there.
away?
This is a plot twist. You didn't tell us that you were fucking in the
stowaway.
trunk.
Well, I was
Like
in the
you're
back,
escaping from Auschwitz.
and then we get out of the van and we're like in the lobby of the hotel. We're about to walk into their hotel, and someone went, "Boy, I wish we had some weed right now." And I go, "I've got weed." And they go, "You've got weed?" And I go, "Well, I can get some weed here in like a little bit." And one of their guys went, "There's a big difference between you having weed and you being able to get weed."
Damn.
They hit you with the Matthew McConaughey.
And then
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
And then I frantically texted what few and very non-reliable weed dealers I knew in the Boston area.
Yeah.
Nobody responded. It was late. And so they just wouldn't even let me come up to the hangout in the hotel.
No.
And then I took a cab back to Boston or to Cambridge, and I got out of the cab and I threw up on the street.
This is an amazing story.
And then I went to bed.
That's crazy that they didn't let you go. They didn't let you up into the hotel.
I didn't deserve to be there.
But you came all the way.
There, but I had nothing to add. I wasn't part of the group. I was an imposter.
Don't you think they could have told you that like maybe a couple miles before you got to the hotel? Be like, hey, by the way, you're not coming into the hotel.
I don't think they knew that I was even in the fucking van, bro.
That's
I've got weed.
crazy.
Who said that?
What the fuck?
I will never forget this guy just immediately saying, "There's a big difference between you having weed and you thinking you can get weed."
You were just trying your best to
He called
add to
me
the
on
group.
it. Yeah.
Were you the only white dude?
There was that guy who said that to me was also white.
And the Chitty Bang guy,
But he
right?
was
You should have been like, dude, what the fuck? We're supposed to be sticking together right
I
now.
think
What the
he
fuck
was
are you
his
doing?
engineer. Like he was his
Oh.
like sound mixer.
Well, he's probably like, I'm the only white guy.
It was Rick Rubin.
had earned his place.
And then Sarah Bareilles was like, there's
Yeah.
a big difference between
Yeah.
having weed.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever told a single person that story. Ever.
It's a great story.
The night after, someone's like, how was your night? Like, oh, good. Just wiping throw up from your mouth, fucking throwing your flat brim to the fucking side.
I had so much respect for our campus that I was ready to throw up, and I bent down on my hands and knees and threw up into a storm grate
Damn.
so that it would wash off the street and into the fucking under
We'll make it
tunnels.
easier on the janitors here. They could be geniuses. I don't want to pressure the janitors. They have physics decisions that they have to make over here.
I was
They
throwing
gotta
up
balance
on the
equations.
street, turning my head into the storm grate.
Maybe we should
way.
start. This has
Where
been a
it-
great
the
episode
clown
so
hangs
far.
Out.
Maybe we should start warming up for every podcast we do. Just do
Usually
40
you don't
minutes
like
to
it
get
when I
the-
tell stories.
I know, but I'm saying this has been good.
That story is hilarious. I just it's such like a vulnerable story because being like trying to be cool in front of a rapper is such like a funny want for someone, and it's obviously a want that anyone would have, but it's like, how are you going to go about doing that, especially if you're like coming from Harvard at the House of Blues with the flat brim Georgetown hat.
Right.
Every time
He was not that well known yet. I don't think this was 2011. He had done the song with Lady Gaga, but
it was a
not
big
that
song.
Many people knew him yet.
yeah,
I
he
make
wasn't the
him say,
Wally we know
oh.
now.
Well, even now he's kind of this artistic
Yeah,
rapper, right?
very.
A little bit more on the poet side.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I figure out if I can remember any of his songs.
He had a ton. Lotus Flower Bomb.
Ambition from that same album.
They gonna
with
love me
Seinfeld.
for my
I
ambition.
like that one.
How do you spell Wale?
WALE.
Oh, I did 2 L's.
Apparently, he was a really good athlete.
Really?
I think he played football and had almost had some looks to be drafted. I remember reading from his Wikipedia page once.
That could be true. That sounds about right.
His dream was to play for the Redskins. He grew up loving the Redskins.
Well, he just liked the name.
Mm-hmm.
Wale's still doing well. He's got 6 million monthly listeners. Lotus Flower Bomb featuring Miguel has 200 million plays.
Bro, Miguel was on a fucking heater at that time. Miguel has that baby
I'm not a
making.
Miguel guy at all.
What?
There's a Mac Miller song that's with Miguel, and he ruins the song. Yeah.
At the end of the song,
I would always,
What are you talking
that
about,
shit,
bro?
Because the song's a banger, and then Miguel comes in, he's like, what does he even say? I don't even know
Tom
what he
Zalo
says.
with the music takes over here.
Yeah, he has that last verse.
Wasn't that a Harvard, bro?
Cut
He
that
might
shit
have
short.
been at the House of Blues for that show.
He definitely was.
He was in my circle, or like an adjacent circle.
Friend of a friend.
Tom Zola, who used to be the music expert at Barstool.
Really?
Very early
There's a
on.
music expert, but he had takes like that. That's like Miguel sucks.
He played baseball at Harvard.
Damn. And he didn't go pro? Didn't get to the league?
They do have a pretty good pitcher in the league, Suter.
Oh, really?
Brent Suter, I think is his name.
Know.
He played for the Brewers.
The only players I know in the MLB currently are Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and that
Bryce
Soto
Harper.
guy,
Oh,
and
Juan.
Bryce Harper.
You know more.
You know, like Kyle Schwarber.
No,
You know, Verlander.
no.
Yes, you do, because they from the Kate Upton fucking.
You're just lying.
Why would I lie about this?
I don't know. I've never understood why you lie about the things you do. You told me you didn't know I had a sister. That was a lie.
It wasn't a lie. It was a genuine. I genuinely forgot that you had a sister.
He genuinely cares so little about you that he doesn't internalize when you say
That's
things.
not true at all. Francis and I have very deep conversations on pretty much a nightly basis. We call each other and we go, sit down.
I do call him.
Because you're like, can you believe we're under the same moon right
And
now?
then I go, I can't take it anymore, Francis.
I call him and as it's ringing, I think, what are the odds he's actually going to pick up? And then I look at what time of day it is. And that's how I determine whether I think
I usually pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll call you at 9 o'clock right before Call of Duty comes on.
Speaking of Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 comes out on Friday.
That's why I brought it up, bro.
And I have no shows Friday and Saturday.
On purpose.
Clear the slate.
Yep.
How are you going to watch ball, though?
So when? On Sunday?
No, on Saturday.
If this is a dumb question,
On
forgive me.
Saturday, I'm going to watch ball. Oh, college ball?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, skip. Are you crazy?
Wait, why are your eyes glazed over, bro?
Because I haven't slept?
Did you smoke something before this show?
What even is that?
You smoked without us?
Are you fucking fried right now? Your eyes look like you're high right now.
What a strange thing to say. Well, you know my parents listen to this
He's
podcast.
evading. This is a dodge.
And what? You're a grown man and it's legal.
Yeah, I don't do that. And also, everyone. Well, if you listen to the first episode that we didn't record, you would know that I have been traveling for the last 3 days.
So you can't get weed in Vermont?
I don't know.
That'd be a
think
much more likely place to get
That's
weed.
the most weed.
That's the
state I can
weedest
think of.
state possible. That's probably why
Weedest.
you wanted to have your hang in Vermont.
Freaks. Ron, you're literally like addicted to Oxycontin. I don't know why you're trying to act like I'm on weed.
That sounds like a lash out.
Jesus Christ.
It sounds like a lash out. If you smoked weed and you don't want me to
Rowan
say,
literally-
just let me
Rowan
know
went to
beforehand.
Mexico, and the first thing he did was go buy a fucking bag of Oxys, trying to say that I'm on drugs.
Because I admitted that you smoked weed, a little
You're
bit
Bro
of
is
weed.
on drugs.
But I didn't smoke weed. If I smoked weed, I would say I smoked weed.
You sound like the most defensive person I've ever heard
Yeah,
in my
because I
life.
don't
right now.
want it to seem like I'm slacking off on my job. I didn't smoke weed.
Seems like that weed sucks.
And you could smoke on this fucking job. What are you talking about? You don't think McAfee's getting fucking fried before he
that's-
gives us 4 hours of entertainment?
Maybe that's the
fucking
problem. So you
Monday
guys
through
are smoking
Friday?
too much weed before the podcast. Think about what we would do if you guys reached your full potential and you didn't smoke weed.
I don't want to reach my full potential. I want to die knowing I left it out there.
That's
There's nothing
crazy.
happier in life than wasted potential.
That's
well, then I'll always
crazy.
be able to say what could have been. What if? If I do then I won't be able to say I could have been greater.
Yeah, then you just die fucking bored.
Yeah.
Then you have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, not me.
You know how Einstein's desk was completely dirty whenever he died? It's because he had something to look forward to. He left a little meat on the bone.
I like to.
It's not like Einstein was finished.
I like to leave them wanting more.
The rest is still unwritten.
Leave people slightly disappointed in me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that I die at an age where people kind of like expect me to die. right? Not when they're like, he had so much more potential. Like we're kind of implying that we're all going to die when we're like 40.
No, you could do that. You could make that happen when you're old too.
Like 90, and people are going to be like, think about what else he could have done.
Wait, remember when Judi Dench passed?
No, not at all.
Oh, did she pass? or who am I thinking
Zero
of?
recollection of that.
Who am I thinking of? Didn't a couple old actresses?
Die.
A couple old actors. We just lost a couple old actresses, and they were the ones who were just getting the Harry Potter roles. Like Harry Potter had just gotten bought by HBO, and they're going to do like a season per book of Harry Potter. And you're like, these old British actresses could have fucking thrived in old Harry Potter.
The show is going to be based on the books.
Yes,
they're just going to
remaking the movie
books as a show,
but way more information.
It's never going to work, dude.
What
You're
the
never, because everyone
fuckopotamus?
has an idea in their head of what Harry Potter looks like because it's the fucking dude.
It's
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah,
Everyone.
yeah,
so you can't throw up another dude and be like, "That's Harry Potter." And you're like, "No, it's not." Forever, it's been Radcliffe. And on the book, his face is on the books.
You
now.
couldn't just get another fucking little British boy that looks like that
Dude,
with black hair.
It's like if you made Darth Vader and all of a sudden he didn't have a mask on. You're like, what the fuck is this? You don't agree? You don't think you'll always think of Harry Potter as Daniel Radcliffe?
Well, that I agree with. The Darth Vader thing didn't land for me
Why?
because I don't
Explain
think
yourself.
I know you explain.
No, you
yourself.
explain yourself.
It's your fucking analogy.
Well, why does it? Because it makes sense to me perfectly. Why doesn't
You're
it make
saying
sense to
it's
you?
like if someone else played Indiana Jones, but I'm saying it's like if somebody else played James Bond. Like there's just different. There's different Harry
I'm just
Potters.
saying, but it's like Harry Potter can't look different.
But they
And he's
said that
going to look
about
different.
James Bond probably when there was a second James
Dude,
Bond.
James Bond is not even in the same stratosphere as Harry Potter.
In what way? You're saying he's in a higher stratosphere?
I don't
or
even
lower?
know who made James Bond.
Ian Fleming, bro.
Ian Fleming.
He's like J.K. Rowling, but he likes trans people.
And J.K. Rowling lives in a castle.
And
Yeah.
Ian Fleming lives in Jamaica,
Yes.
and I've been to his house.
Yes.
Yeah, you had a drink with him?
It's called Goldeneye.
He's
dead.
One night, me, Wale, he goes, dude, you want to go to Jamaica right now?
We're gonna go to Ian Fleming's spot, and you popped up being like, "Ian Fleming, I have weed."
They strapped Francis strapped himself onto the wing. They didn't even know he was on the plane.
He went the reverse "Catch Me If You Can." And
They named
crawled
the
up the wheel.
resort Goldeneye because that's where he wrote all his books.
Really?
He lived down there and wrote a bunch of books down
All
there.
right, well, maybe I used a bad example.
I think that
I don't really know what we're talking about.
James
I'm a little
Bond?
confused
I'm just
right now.
spitting bars right now.
the James Bond correlation is perfect. It's
The
like
James Bond correlation does
He's
sound
right
pretty good.
because they
It does sound
changed
pretty
the
good.
actors multiple times and everyone accepted it.
But how long of a gap was there between the first James Bond and then the second
Sean
James Bond?
Connery
Sean
and Roger
Connery
Moore?
did like 6 or 7
he
probably.
probably did 7. He did Through the Deathly Hollows.
Okay,
James Bond and the
7,
Deathly Hollows.
and then how long until there was the 8th?
Roger Moore did, a bunch pretty shortly thereafter.
It was
Sean
Roger
Connery
Moore and the
aged out of
Prisoner of
the role.
Azkaban.
Look, I think they could have done Harry Potter, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the show will be. I mean, HBO makes really good shows. So
There's one guy that only did 1 though, on Her Majesty's Secret Service,
really,
and I think he got married in that one. It was
Roger
kind of,
Craig? No. There's Daniel Craig, Roger Moore, Timothy. Was it Timothy Dalton that only did
Dalton was
one?
after he did The Living Daylights, and I think he was in a couple, maybe A View to a Kill as well. And then they went from Timothy Dalton to Pierce Brosnan. People liked Pierce Brosnan. That was sort of the first modern era.
But he couldn't do like fucking parkour in the way that Daniel Craig can. Like Pierce Brosnan's not whipping anyone's ass.
No. And then they did Casino Royale, which everyone definitively said finally they
it's the
found
best one.
Bond.
Yeah,
It was almost like he rendered the other Bonds obsolete.
I actually have never seen it. I just know that you've talked about it a couple
I think
times.
Sean Connery will still, for me,
Always be
the
Bond.
enduring Bond.
Well, he would whip ass, but it was only women. He would beat the shit out of women in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane.
More like James.
Yes.
Can you pay my bond?
Yes.
I'm in jail for
Oh.
domestic violence.
Oh.
James bail bondsman.
Oh. God, no.
I appreciate the effort.
That was...
Bro, what do you mean? That was gold.
Golden Eye.
What I was going to
Man
say
with the
was
golden gun,
I think
Goldfinger.
that Harry Potter would have worked. Like, I think that they could have gotten around it if there was less of a gap between the last Harry Potter and now. But now it's like those
Less of a
movies have
gap.
been
You want more of a gap.
Yeah, more of a gap.
less.
So you wanted them to go right from Daniel Radcliffe to someone else? Wouldn't that
I
make
think
it
it
a
would have
little
been a
bit harder
smoother
to stomach?
transition. then now it's like, dude, when is the last time a Harry Potter movie's come out? Years.
Many years.
Decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy to think that the final Harry Potter book they just decided to turn into 2 different movies?
Yeah, it was very strange.
When the number of pages in the 7th Harry Potter book is not even as many as there were, I think, in the Goblet of Fire.
They're probably printing
Order
money.
of the Phoenix.
What do you think made more money, the movies or the books?
The books.
Very good question.
That is a good question.
But J.K. Rowling made
With definitely has an answer that we could find
J.K.
immediately.
gets paid off of all of that.
My guess is going to be the movies, actually.
I'm going to go movies too.
You think?
Yeah, just because personally I've
Books
never
just
read the
don't-
books.
How much did the
Not
flicks
that many
make?
people read, I feel like.
Bill for movies, 6. No, damn, they each got 7 bill.
All right, guys, let's take a second and talk about Game Time. Game Time, the #1 ticketing app of Barstool Sports and the #1 ticketing app of Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Whether you want to go to a stand-up comedy show, if you want to go to a concert, if you want to go to a hockey game, basketball game, it's even the World Series in New York, and
World
the New York
Series.
Yankees are taking care of business. But don't you be janky with these other BS sites where you can buy some tickets. Go over to Game Time and use their brand new feature, Game Time Picks. It's incredible. It's easier than ever to get into a game. They filter out the fluff to show you incredible deals on great seats, and you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I'm looking at the Eagles games, and ooh la la. I just saw Clem was at the Eagles-Giants game. He had incredible seats, and it was all thanks to the good folks over at Game Time. So tell me right now, what are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those Eagles tickets for the next time the Eagles play the Giants, but this time it's going to be in Philly, and Saquon might run for another 175, and I'm going to do it all on Game Time. Download the Game Time app today and use code BOYDAD to easily score great deals with the new Game Time Picks. What time is it? Oh, my friends.
It's game
It's
time.
game time.
People have been telling me lately that my skin looks excellent, and my secret is Jack Black skincare. We love Jack Black skincare products. It shouldn't bother me that women's body care products are always much nicer than men's, but it kind of does, if I'm honest.
It does.
They seem to have far more options.
And there's just more. There's just a depth to the quality of the products. So
That's
there has
right.
been until now.
They had the market cornered, but that's why I'm officially hooked on Jack Black skincare. This podcast is sponsored by Jack Black. Jack Black just came out with 4 new scents of their #1 deodorant, Pit Boss. Their deodorant is the best at controlling odor and wetness no matter what I'm doing. And now I can have my cleanser, lotion, and antiperspirant all in my favorite scent, which is a total game changer. I like to smell uniform.
Yes.
I don't want conflicting scents.
No, it's all Jack. I'm Jack Black head to toe.
Yeah.
Big time.
The Pit Boss deodorant is a top seller. Now you can get the same reliable odor and wetness protection in 4 new masculine scents. Big Sur, that's a nice one, offers a refreshing aroma that mixes marine, accord, and amber. I like Jack Black. It leaves my skin feeling really smooth and nourished and hydrated, which is hard for me. I have pretty dry skin, especially as we turn towards colder weather, and you get radiators like you have at Sass's apartment, that really dry heat that just comes out uncontrollably in his apartment. I spent 5 seconds in his apartment. My skin is falling off. It's
brutal.
disgusting.
But the only reason that Sass's skin is still on is from the good folks over at Jack Black.
That's right. It was founded over 20 years ago with the goal of offering men's body care products that were just as effective as women's body care products. And their commitment to superior skincare has made Jack Black, according to Circana, the #1 men's body care brand by total dollar sales. If you want simple, effective products that do what they say they're going to do, you need Jack Black. Head to getjackblack.com/boydad and use code BOYDAD for 10% off your order and free shipping. Once again, that's getjackblack.com/boydad for 10% off your order plus free shipping.
Wow.
And make sure you use my promo code BOYDAD so they know I sent you.
Are you interested in having hair that grows faster, stronger, and longer? Having visibly thicker volume, experiencing noticeably less shedding, thicker lashes and brows? All of this is possible with Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Thinning hair is different for men and women, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. With a Nutrafol subscription, Building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required. Automated deliveries and free shipping keep you on track. Plus, you can save up to 20% off. You'll have access to free
Nutrafol.
Naturopathic doctor consults. And a Headspace membership is included. Oh, that's great. Headspace as well.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Headspace? Calm, I'll take it all.
Get results you can run your fingers through. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter promo code BOYDAD. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code BOYDAD. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code BOYDAD.
Now let's get back to the show. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yo. Clip this.
Yeah, we're going to have to clip this, get that on socials.
Action figures and...
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like I guess they just have a really loyal fan base.
Everybody one for one watched it as much as they read it.
Yeah.
Did you read them?
No.
But
Did you watch the movies?
I watched all the movies.
Okay.
Did you read them?
Yes.
All of them?
Oh yeah, multiple times.
Good.
Nerd.
I was a full-on worm.
I was obsessed. I would get the book the day it came out, and I would go to a hammock, and I would not just eat
You wouldn't let your dad stop reading it?
until I...
That's not even going to make sense. That's like a stand-up joke of yours.
I'm honored that you would reference
I
it.
know,
But
it's
it
funny,
also
but I
made-
meant
it
for
made-
the podcast, it doesn't make any
it
sense.
made
fine.
perfect sense for the podcast. What are you talking about? That made perfect sense.
But that's not, the people haven't
It
heard
was
the
almost
bit.
like that was a better version of my joke
Yeah.
and was very funny.
Think about it. Hey, that's yours.
I can't have
take
that
that.
anymore.
You take that.
That joke is retired.
You take that one.
Jokes retired, bro.
It's not retired. I still use it.
Me and Francis were talking about doing an election night stream.
Really?
Yeah, with you.
That would be fun.
With you.
Yeah, I could swing that.
HQ3?
Ooh, that's a lot of pressure.
Actually, yeah, I don't really want to be there.
We'll do it
At the office or my apartment?
Your home. I thought that was
That's HQ4.
Oh, okay.
Come on, brother.
we could do it at 3. We could get like a big Chinese fish.
I want
Like a big bass, but a $60 or $70 Chinese fish.
Yeah, that would
With,
be
like,
fun.
some
Why
spices.
are we doing that?
to eat. What are you talking about?
I just don't understand what you're talking about.
We get like a big Chinese fish.
We're talking about doing the stream, and you're like, "Will you get a big Chinese fish?"
Yeah, and we just we'd have like
like a 60-inch bass.
yeah, like a
Like,
red.
oh, yeah, sure.
That doesn't sound good to you, or I don't understand.
I guess that's an idea. Yeah.
So that doesn't sound good.
No, it sounds
'Cause
awful.
me and Francis will just eat the fish.
Why don't we get a nice American fish?
Why?
Because it's better.
it's a very patriotic evening.
I mean,
yeah,
like-
exactly. What do you?
Well, are even
May
the
as well
best?
get a Russian fish while we're at it.
The best salmon.
Commie bastard.
The best salmon comes from
Alaska.
New Zealand.
Alaska.
New Zealand.
Alaska?
It's actually New Zealand, bro.
Silverback salmon. Alaska.
It's just because you've only been eating Alaskan, which is basically Russian
I
salmon.
don't even know if silverback salmon is a thing. I might have made that up.
But it's
Silver
definitely New
salmon is
Zealand.
definitely a thing. Is it really New Zealand?
Big time.
Positive about that?
Oh yeah.
You sure about that?
Why would I lie about that?
Dude, me and the fellas are planning out our annual fishing trip right now for next
Next year?
summer, and
What? Patagonia.
it's on the list.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's on the list: New Zealand,
Wow.
Patagonia, Mexico.
You're gonna definitely go to Mexico.
We're probably gonna end up going to Mexico, but then we have another option, which is just go back out west. We go to Montana this time. I have an idea where I want to go. I want to go to Colorado, do more than a week this time, and drive up through Wyoming and Montana into Canada, and then end the trip in Banff, Canada,
Ooh.
and fish for bull trout there.
What is it?
Bull trout.
Bull trout.
Bull trout.
Yeah.
How do they compare to, say, like a lake trout?
They're very aggressive, and they're also endangered, so they're super hard to find.
Horns as well. They're like a piercing between their nose.
And they're big too.
big ass bull trout.
Beautiful fish. None of us have ever caught one.
Let's go down to Patagonia.
Patagonia is cool, but the problem is, dude, to actually get
Getting there
to
is
Patagonia,
really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like not like you fly into
Chile.
Yeah, Chile or Argentina.
Here's one you're gonna want to clip. Here's one you're gonna want to clip. To do things that people haven't done, you have to be willing to do things that people don't want to do.
And we're gonna end it on that. We're 25 minutes in. And we're gonna call it there.
That's just brilliant.
Yeah, I don't know, but Argentina. So when I was looking at the trip, I was looking up best fishing places in the world, and this one that kept on coming up was this river in Russia, which I guess is like the most. They say it's like Alaska, but if it was like 100 years ago, like it's completely remote. Like pretty much, they said that a lot of the places that you'll fish, those fish have never even seen a fly before ever, because it's like no one fishes there. And I was like, dude, what if we did? What if we went to Russia? And then I googled, can you go to Russia right now? No, no, you cannot go to Russia right now. At all. And it said that particular river is completely closed.
You are able to go to Russia,
but it's just heavily advised that you're not.
Highly advised that you don't.
That you do not go to Russia. So maybe the war will end before then, and we'll go to Russia.
Did you see that clip of like Russian people talking about what they think of Americans?
No.
They're like, they're all fat and they eat hamburgers and stupid too. They got us nailed.
I wonder what they're being fed as far as propaganda about America.
It's probably like their version of Jon Stewart or some shit. Their version of Jesse Waters or something like that. Just getting their asses.
It's probably they probably watch the news. They probably throw on like CNN every night and then just like howl laughing. They're probably like, let's watch something funny tonight.
Look at what they say about Oblak.
Yeah.
Wow, the 7-Elevens in Chicago are shutting down.
Isn't it funny that all the movies that we watch, action movies, the bad guys are always Russians?
Oh yeah.
And weren't they even in the new Top Gun? Aren't they like Russian or something like that?
It's implied that they're Russian. Yeah. But then there's you could argue we're also not exactly getting along with China.
Yeah.
But if you made China the bad guy,
then it's on site.
It's racist.
Racism.
Yeah. Well, in Red Dawn, they made the first Red Dawn movie.
That's Koreans,
was
right? North Koreans?
Well, no, the new one, it's North Koreans, I think. I think the first one was Russians, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Russians would make sense because they're whites.
But then they changed it to non-whites.
I remember watching 24 with Jack Bauer, and I think
seen it.
in a lot of those.
Oh, did you see Rebel Ridge?
No.
You'd like it.
What's that?
Red Bull Ridge?
Rebel Ridge, new Netflix movie. It's kind of just like a badass movie. Pretty bad, but like badass.
Who's in it?
I don't know, some jacked black dude. He's fucking awesome.
Jack
that's
Black?
cool.
You'd like it. Did you ever watch Terminal List?
Mm-mm.
Dude, you would love that show.
I don't know these shows.
You would
heard
watch
of these.
that because Rebel Ridge is kind of meh. Terminal List, you would love.
Terminalist?
Yeah.
You know what I watched was Green Room?
Oh yeah,
That was good.
yeah.
Green Mile.
Green
Yeah.
Room is great.
That's a horror movie, isn't it?
Well, I don't think I'd call it a horror movie.
More of a thriller.
Yeah. But it's just this metal band that gets trapped in their green room and they have to fight their way out.
Yeah.
They had to play their way out.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think Robbie Fox said that movie was really good too.
And there's this dog, there's this German Shepherd that, well, actually, I don't know if it's a German Shepherd. It might just be a pit bull. They have dogs that are trained to attack, and they only respond to commands in German. And what's weird about that is that I once met this family in New Jersey. The dad was a cop, is a cop, and he's a canine cop. And that same dog that he had only responded to commands in German.
Wow.
Because he'd been trained over there.
Oh, they probably cost a mint. I wonder how much it is to get a It's probably like $80,000. Could be like $120,000.
Yeah, I didn't feel ready to ask.
To get an actual
To
German
get appraised,
shepherd.
yeah, to get a shepherd from three wise men from Germany.
Yeah, it's probably a bag. Spending that much money on a dog is crazy.
I know. What is it for?
It's an officer of the law.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
Hoping to flip it. Yeah, I've been flipping dogs for 10 years now.
I went into $5 million debt to flip dogs.
I've been drop shipping dogs for years.
It's actually an investment.
That's gonna be the next like Gary V video. You buy the German Shepherd, you resell it in America.
You teach it
Triple the
German.
price.
Just read it, the book on tape of the rise and fall of the Third Reich, and it'll know exactly what to do. The Belgian Malinois also is in high demand. I think it's like a similar dog, but just a different type of axis power.
How much is a golden retriever? Like $15?
No.
I feel like they're just pumping those things out.
They're at
Depends
like
on the
2,000.
breeder.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple bucks.
How much were your guys' dogs?
I paid.
Francis, I know yours was a bag.
No, I paid $2,000 for mine.
I thought you have that one though that's like, which one is it? The
English
bigger
setter
one?
was
Yeah.
$2,000.
$2,000. Round.
I got mine half off.
It was
I
a
swear to
sale?
God, I got mine on a Thanksgiving sale.
Damn, dude.
I tell the dog every day too.
You're half off.
I'm like, Josie, you know that we got you on discount. We couldn't even
Yeah.
give you back for full price.
Are dogs similar to cars where it's like as soon as you leave the kennel,
If you
they're-
drive them off the lot, the sticker price fucking plummets. You have to fudge the registration.
You'd have to pay me to take that dog back.
I tried to return the dog at a Target for full price refund.
I feel like every time someone buys a dog, like I remember my grandma buying a dog and she had to like drive to some like hotel in like Connecticut and pick up the dog. And I was like, why is it so sketchy?
Is it human traffic?
Yeah,
What's
why
going
is it
on with
such
these
a
drugs?
sketchy situation?
That wasn't it for me. I went to this beautiful farm in Connecticut, and all the dogs were there, all the puppies,
Yeah.
and they were really happy there. I almost felt bad taking them from that home.
They probably love it.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to go put you in 1,100 square feet in New York.
Yeah, but we get her out to the country. She's happy.
Yeah, it is always tough.
I'll show you a picture really quick.
You feel guilty about putting a wild beast inside. But what would they do if they were outside?
Run. I don't feel bad for your guys' dogs because you guys don't have like huge dogs, but I feel bad when I see like people in the West Village with like huskies and like Bernese Mountain dogs, and it's like 200 degrees outside and they've never seen grass before.
It's often an Asian couple in a puffer coat that has a Siberian husky, and you
Oh,
know
yeah.
that's a bad dog.
Yeah.
You know when it goes back home, it's ripping shit up and fucking howling.
It's for me in where I live, it's always just like girls who have like, they would be like, I want a fluffy dog. And they just get like this dog that's supposed to be like roaming the mountains by itself with a pack. Damn, that's a great picture.
That's when you adopted?
No,
Oh, that's recent.
I purchased.
Excuse me.
Come on now.
I
Let's not
believe
be
in
silly.
adopting. I just, I'm glad others are doing it, not me.
No, you get the.
I admire people that I would do it. I would adopt a dog. I don't.
Well, you never know what you're going to get.
I knew I wanted this breed, so
I would be worried about breeding because I'd feel like I'd like in my head I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna breed dogs and I'm gonna start selling dogs. But then I would breed like 30 dogs and then I'd be like, I'm just gonna keep all of them. I'm just gonna have 30 dogs in my
Yeah.
house.
we used to.
It would be awesome.
We had a lab when I was a kid, and she was amazing.
Yeah.
and so we actually did breed her.
yeah.
And I remember it was like we knew this painter named Jerry, like
Yeah.
a house painter, and he had a chocolate lab,
Mhm.
and Waggy was a yellow lab,
Mhm.
and so we brought them together, and they did it.
Yeah.
And I don't really know why.
Did you feed them wheat?
Huh?
Minecraft joke. Come on, guys, keep up. That's gonna kill online. Just had to get it out. Continue.
I don't understand the joke. The wheat?
In Minecraft, if you feed 2 cows wheat, they mate.
Is that so?
Yes, and then they make babies.
Nice.
Little tiny cows.
Good.
It was a good joke if you understood it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
There's going to be one dude who plays Minecraft and he's going to be crying laughing at that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I want to get into Minecraft. They say that
I forgot that you
kids-
weren't here for the Minecraft episode.
Yeah, I didn't.
That makes more sense why you were confused by it.
Well, I also
Well,
I
I also was here for it, and I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. So,
I never. There's some correlation between students, young kids who play Minecraft, who then go into computer science. Apparently, it's like a very good.
they're usually Siberian Husky
Because
hunters.
when Minecraft started, well, it's like a game that runs through JavaScript, and to like build a server, you have to like code the server. So it's like people that played Minecraft like on computers, because I played it on a computer when I was young, but I joined an online server and then I played it again on Xbox, and that was like super easy to play. But if you played Minecraft on a computer from like a young age, you probably know some Java.
Anyway, your two dogs are making
Francis.
Ron, we're not talking about that anymore. We are on Minecraft now. This is Harry's world, and we're both living in it.
Bro, I made the joke and then we completely halted the conversation.
I choose to talk about Minecraft.
But I will say, if
It was
I've
in your
seen you
notes
play
already.
2048, if you played Minecraft, you would call me like the next day and you'd be like, my life is in shambles. I need to remove this laptop from my house.
Because it's complicated?
No, because it's like addicting.
Oh.
Yeah, you would get so, I know you would get so addicted to it.
Well, what
Like
what
a
is it? Is it
dangerous
world?
amount of it.
Is
It's just a
world
free
building?
world. It's just a free world game.
And so you build things.
You just build shit. You build a house. You build a farm. You mine for diamonds and iron and gold.
So is there a scoreboard of some kind? Some measure of your success?
Size of your house, size of your farm, amount of cows that you have.
much like the real world.
Exactly.
Are you interacting with other people?
If you do a public server, you can, but I play with my friends and we interact.
And so you are comparing the size of your house to the size of theirs?
Look, I'm gonna give you this explanation. Currently, two of my friends have leather armor. I have diamond armor, head to toe. Who do you think's winning the game right now?
Well, what do they have that you don't have because you spend all your time getting diamond armor?
I just know where the diamonds are, bro.
Oh, it's because you know the game better.
I know the game better. I'm just smarter.
Yeah, that's true. You are one of the smarter dudes I know.
I know.
No, I'm just giving you a compliment. Just giving you a very nice compliment.
We bred the dogs, and then when Waggy, her name was Waggy, and Waggy went into labor.
Mm-hmm.
And
Was that like a horrifying experience?
It took some getting used to. I was 7.
Yeah, I was like, it feels like I would be like, what is happening?
Yeah. Well, they come out and they were like, I don't know, 8 puppies. And we gave her eggnog because she was burning so many calories by having birth that was what we were told to do. And she drank the eggnog. But it's amazing. I mean, she'd never had puppies before and she immediately knew what to do.
Yeah.
She was like,
How old is she?
She was probably 4 or 5. I don't know.
She was of age.
Yeah.
28
Yeah.
dog years.
And
That's
these
pretty
puppies
crazy.
were awesome.
Yeah.
And you get to keep them for 8 weeks or something because they can't leave their mother for 8 weeks.
Mhm.
So for 8 weeks of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I would come home from school, get off the school bus, and run down the driveway where I would be greeted by a herd of puppies.
Yeah, that's insane.
It was the best
Yeah.
period of my life.
Yeah, that sounds
And
great.
I would go into their pen and lie down, and they would just crawl all
Yeah.
over me and lick my face.
I'm jealous. It sounds
it was
awesome.
the best.
So wait,
That sounds
a
amazing.
puppy that's 8 weeks, do they get out of that like kind of growth stage in the beginning? Because you know when they first come out and they're like eyes
They
are like
can't keep
glued
their
shut.
they can't open their eyes. Oh yeah.
But when 8 weeks, they're like the cute puppies.
It's not even that long.
Yeah.
By week 4,
Oh, wow.
they're really cute.
That's awesome.
That's so fucking sweet. What you raised rats, right? And you would come home and you'd have like the rats like running all over you. You would breed
I'd
rats.
come home and there'd be 200 mice in my bed waiting for me.
You would just let them crawl all over you, if I remember correctly. You saying that.
That is it is pretty crazy how you said that your dog knew what to do immediately. Because that's like I was reading something the other day about salmon, and it's just crazy. Like did you hear about this in, I don't know where it was it might have been in Washington, that they just removed this dam for the first time in like over a century, and it's been blocking. So it was like, so the first time in like a century, I don't know where the dam is, but I think it's in Washington. And for the first time in a century, salmon are able to swim upstream to spawn. But it's like a century has gone by and they haven't been able to spawn.
And they still know what
And
to
they
do.
still know what to do. Now that the dam is open, they know that they have to get upstream.
That to me means that they've been wanting to do that
Yeah,
this
they
whole
have.
time.
Yeah, that's the
And now
purpose of the
they're
dam.
Finally,
There was some
They've
weird
just been
purpose
edging.
of the dam. Yeah. But isn't that crazy? Like a century has gone by. You think they would like lose it at some point, but they don't.
Evolution takes a lot longer than that.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
I wonder what it is
longer than
biologically that makes them want to do it, though. Is
I
it
guess
like the warmth of the water, or are they like, do they have like a horniness or some shit?
Their only purpose, like it's like I guess it's like they have it in their, it's like biologically inside of them that their only purpose is to get to fresh water upstream and spawn and die.
You know who the fucking dogs are? Seahorses.
Yeah.
They're like fucking absentee fathers. They're corroding America. They'll
Really?
just like sperm out like 50,000 seahorses at once, like a load of seahorses that are fully formed.
But don't the fathers keep the babies or something?
The fathers get pregnant?
I think that's it. Something like that.
And then they just sperm them all out. I think, like, have you ever seen a seahorse giving birth? They're just like fucking shooting fucking tiny seahorses.
It's cool.
But it's sad. They don't put the fucking work in. They go and get a fucking gallon of milk and never come back. It's brutal. These fucking deadbeat seahorses.
That's so crazy. It's so crazy that all those animals have so many kids at once.
Because it's probably the same with puppies. They're like, okay, maybe 2 or 3 will survive.
Yeah, that's
We're
true.
gonna have a fucking.
Did you ever
have?
Was there ever like a runt?
Always.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
What did you do with them?
I liked the run. I liked the runts. They always struggled to get to the teat. They wouldn't eat as much of the milk.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't like to play as rough, but they, and they were always a little bit smaller.
You keep them though?
Well, we kept one. I don't know if we kept the runt from the first litter.
I know what happened, brother. They just didn't tell you because you were 6.
No, we didn't do anything.
Francis, outside now. You need to see this.
They just swing the runt by its neck. That's how you do a chicken.
We kept one puppy from the first litter, and then Waggy. A couple years later, we had another. We did it again.
What was the phone call like? Calling up the painter to be like, I'm gonna need you to bring your hot ass male dog.
Yeah, that must have
over.
been. That's like you guys must have been pretty close with the painter.
Do you give him a dowry?
We were, and if you think about it, I would say that most dogs go through their life virgins.
Yeah,
that's like the human's goal for most dogs.
It's gotta be like 99.9% of dogs.
So that dog that we enabled it to make love.
Mm-hmm. Never fucks again.
He must be so
Imagine
so
you fuck once and then you don't even know why it just happened, and then it just never happens again.
Wheat, and next thing you know, you're fucking.
Yeah.
My dog was spayed before I adopted her. She was like pretty young, 2 months old, probably 8 weeks old, and she still has the female instinct but she like humps. She humps as a woman, much like these salmon trying to get through the barrier. She's just a humping female dog. It's like there's still this animal drive to her.
We got a lady humper in my family as well.
What does that mean? Do you think that they're butched out?
I think they just see the dudes do it and then they're like, I'm just gonna. Because my dog used to hump the girl dog, and then I think the girl dog got like pissed and she was like, I'm gonna hump you back. Mm-hmm. See how this feels.
My dog just like kicks open the door of her Subaru and puts down a Teva sandal and fucking takes off her softball uniform and gets to town. You know it's true, Francis. I got a lesbian dog.
I like that.
Yeah, reverse cowboy.
I like that.
Isn't she?
You got a stud dog.
I got a stud, bro.
I've seen it.
My dog is just wearing like some baggy jean shorts with boxers poking out the top, and
one
has a
shorts.
shaved head. Yeah. Ask these doggies why they broke though.
Young Ma. Whatever happened to Young Ma? Nothing.
They found out that she was a woman.
I remember Young Ma had that song where she was like, they call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. And I didn't understand it at all, but people everyone goes crazy when she says that, and I still don't really get it.
It's basically the same beat as that Bobby Shmurda song.
It's the exact same beat as the Bobby Shmurda song.
Yeah.
Shmurda was the best. Free Shmurda.
I think he's free.
I think he's free.
Yeah. I think it is actually backwards.
For him.
You got it backwards. It already is backwards.
It already is backwards. No, is he free?
Just caught a body about a week ago. Is the same as they call her Stephanie. I call her Heffany.
It is the exact same.
Headfany. Is it Headfany or Heffany? It's like she's a heifer.
Oh, I see.
Well, I didn't know if it was
makes
Headphony, like
sense.
because she
I thought it was head.
Headphony.
That was the closest guess I would have had, was that it was head. Shout out Young Ma though.
Calling a girl Headphony is such a fucking sweet diss. You remember who Young Ma was?
Nope.
Lesbian rapper. But actually, I think a lot of people didn't even know if she was a girl.
Yeah.
I think that was a common. But was she XXL freshman class?
I think she was in the streets. I know she had the strap though.
What? What's so funny?
I mean, you guys are deep in the game.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking to
Two Wale fans. We kept our Georgetown flat brooms.
Yeah, of course.
I tried to watch the BET Awards the other night. It
How
was
was it?
So trash. I was so
What?
pissed off.
There's
but
no
they
way.
did have. It was either
Well,
like
it's because Diddy's not around anymore.
Yeah, exactly. There's no one to freak off. But it was either current rappers who I never heard of, or it was like Fat Joe and Soulja Boy and shit like that.
Soulja Boy was there.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Soulja Boy made like a gaming console and he made like AirPods and shit?
Yeah. He was doing all his own.
Yeah, this dude on
manufacturing.
Twitter bought the headphones and they never came. And just for like 10 years now, he's just been replying to every single one of Soulja Boy's tweets being like, I need my headphones.
The gaming console is amazing.
Imagine. I'd love to get my hands on one of those. They'd probably
Imagine playing
exist.
Roblox on the Soulja Boy console.
Or you can only play like Soulja Boy games.
Is Diddy, was he a producer in the same sense that Timbaland was a producer? Like he actually made the beats?
No, I think he was more of like a tastemaker and like kind of A&R type of producer. He would get deals done, but I don't think that he doesn't like program drums the way that Kanye or Pharrell does.
Right.
Or Ruben.
Or Ruben. I think Ruben's the same way. He's like just like I think he doesn't know shit about music.
I think Ruben
just
does.
I think he's just there for the vibes.
Ruben's a vibes guy?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think he says he doesn't know how to like read any music, doesn't like play drums, program drums.
You got to be a cool ass white dude to be a successful music producer and not know how to make music. Just be a vibes guy.
It's insane.
Because like Diddy could get away with that because he was having the freak offs and everyone wanted to get a slice of the freak off.
Dude, how does it smell like hamburgers in here right now?
It smells so
I keep on getting that too.
We're on the 7th floor of a hotel. Where is this fresh hamburger?
I'm so hungry.
Where is fresh hamburger coming
starving.
from? This is preposterous.
Unbelievably
It sounds
hungry.
like it smells like someone's cooking a hamburger
I
in the next room.
genuinely, I'm gonna be
Are
fully
we having a
honest.
stroke right now collectively?
I'm gonna be fully honest. This is, I think, the worst shape, like mentally and physically, I've ever been in for when we've recorded.
And you
like,
were alcoholic for a
worse
while.
than when I came back from Skankfest and had to record that day.
You've been an alcoholic.
I think I feel
multiple times
worse
in your
right
life.
now than I did then.
God damn.
We're at an hour.
Yeah, we flew through that. That
I'm
was
gonna
easy.
need. I'm gonna need like alarms going off when we hit the hour to say it's over. End it.
Pause for 1 second here. Do you want us to do another 10 minutes for the first episode? We need to do a little more, right? I
Do you
can
guys
tell you guys
wanna
about
put that
Hawaii. Huh?
Do you guys want to put that out?
What other option do we have?
What other option do we have?
Do remote?
We are going to do.
Dude, that's gonna be dog shit.
We can put it as a bonus.
Yeah.
Should we have call up KB or Nick and see if they'll come down?
We need to replace like 35 minutes of that or something?
Yeah.
We'll be in Chicago within Wednesday if you do want to do before Wednesday shows.
Yeah, you guys could all do it. The three of you guys could do it on Wednesday.
Should we just do that?
Yeah.
Because I don't. I'd rather not put that out.
Same.
Yeah. I don't want.
Or just put it at
talking
the
into
end of
mic.
something.
Yeah, we could throw it at the end of this. That works.
Just preface it and then,
Yeah, just be like the audio didn't record.
hey, this is the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, no one's gonna complain if we have a clean hour.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's bring this home.
All right.
I
None
went
of
to
that's
Hawaii.
gonna get cut.
You went to Hawaii?
I went to Hawaii.
I totally forgot that you were in Hawaii
I
last
went
week.
to Hawaii for an
Hawaii.
entire week.
Yeah.
And we did a sunrise blessing.
Yeah. What's that?
Well, the sunrise is what happens when you wake up early.
Well, I know
It's
that, but
like
what's
a-
the blessing?
Oh.
It's kind of like an apology to the local people about stealing their land.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
The beaches they sell to build their hotels. Singing Wamalano blues.
Apparently I was trying to read up on the history of Hawaii a little bit, and it's complicated.
Complicated is what people always say when there's been like a massive genocide.
Yes. Yes.
That's what they were saying in South Africa.
Yes, but you know,
Everybody's
it
like,
goes back.
They
It goes back.
wanted
It's really
statehood. They wanted statehood.
Same with they wanted apartheid in South Africa.
And then they got statehood, and then people still didn't really want it. But they wanted statehood, I think, in large part because people knew that there would be a lot of federal funds that would go towards building infrastructure, and also they wanted to have representation in the U.S. government.
The Holocaust was complicated. It was a complicated time.
Listen, I'm not advocating for one thing or another. I will say it's crazy that it is a state. I mean, it's cool, but it's the most
it doesn't make a lick of sense.
Unusual state.
Yeah.
It is so far away. It's beyond belief.
Yeah.
It's beyond belief.
How long? You fly
you fly over San Francisco.
Oh, you flew direct too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 11 and a half hours out there.
That's brutal.
Is it? There has to be closer archipelagos that we could fucking claim as states.
Yeah, British West
like
Indies
Bermuda or something.
Like, all those.
But like, how big is
Iceland?
Bermuda?
Iceland's 5 hours away.
Yeah, Iceland would make sense
Let's
for us
buy
to
that
snatch
shit.
up.
Yeah.
Because they have no army. We could go to
No.
Iceland tomorrow.
Dude, they don't have police.
Right.
I saw one cop the entire time I was in Iceland.
We make Iceland America. They're gonna have some police.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna have
yeah.
some problems.
Gonna have that place
real
littered
quick.
with cops.
Some elves are
Yeah.
gonna get fucking blasted.
If I'm buying Iceland, the first thing I'm doing is sending over 10,000 cops, and there's only 200,000 people.
But Hawaii, we did the sunrise blessing, and they do this thing where you do clap, clap, cup. They go e ala e balavilida hadinki, something like that, and we sing the whole thing.
Give me more.
And you greet the sun. You greet the sun.
You greet the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So how long does that take? Because I feel like the sun comes up pretty slow. Not that
Well, you
slow,
wait
though.
until it's about to peak up over the horizon.
So what time do you have to wake up for that?
We were up at we were driving to the place at 6 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was fucking noon my time. I was up at 4.
Oh yeah, true.
It's a 6-hour time change.
Really?
6 hours.
That's
From there to New
crazy.
York is 6 hours. Difference.
That's insane. So have you been jet lagged as fuck?
I don't feel great.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't just hit him with the Queen. You should have been like, you guys are American now.
Yeah.
Body or a boy. This is the moon salutation, okay? It's a whole
Sweet
different
Caroline.
vibe.
So yeah, we did that, and that was pretty powerful. I think the Pacific Islander culture, I think that's the nomenclature, is cool. I mean, they're all like warriors.
Yeah.
And those
Very
tribal
tribal.
tats that they get are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I asked one of them if I could get one, and they were like, "Sure." And then I was like, "Come on, that's
I would
cultural
love
appropriation."
if this was your way of breaking to us that you have a
You just
massive
rolled up your
tribal
sleeve.
tattoo. Yeah. So
Starting it.
I asked if I could get one. You have the fucking Ben
This
Affleck
is our
tattoo on the
people.
back.
Oh, did he? Oh, he's the big dragon.
He
one,
has the
yeah.
massive dragon on his back.
You just look like the Rock's tattoos up your arm.
Tua just got full sleeves.
Really?
Yeah.
Both arms.
Yeah, both arms, full sleeve.
Jesus Christ, bro. He used to tattoo a fucking bigger helmet onto his head.
You see, he said he's not going to wear the
Guardian
the
cap.
Guardian cap.
Could he in a game?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bunch of
People
people
wear
that
them
in game?
this season. Multiple people wear them, and he's just like,
Smart.
I'm
Peppers
gonna,
wore one.
What
Before.
what does it stop? What does it make harder?
I guess it like lessens the
Concussions.
chance of a
No,
concussion.
what I mean is, why would anyone not wear it?
It looks goofy.
because it looks
That's it?
dumb.
Yep.
It looks
But it
very
doesn't
stupid.
make your head heavier or anything.
No.
Nope.
Right. You
You're talking
already
about
look stupid.
millions of dollars on the line
Dude,
potentially.
I would literally quadruple up on the fucking caps. I'd wear 4 of them on top
You'd
of
be
each
looking
other.
like
I don't give a
You'd
shit.
be looking like
Dude.
Mike Wazowski.
Tua's making like $50 million a year. Don't you think like okay, if I wore one of these, maybe it would help me continue to make this money?
His dad probably just bullied him out of it.
Yeah. He's like, his dad's like, you're gonna quit before you wear that fucking
You don't
hat."
wear that, son. You save that for the howlies. Did anyone call you a howlie while you're out there?
A what?
A howlie?
No.
That's their derogatory term for the whites.
Dude, they throw the hang loose hard.
Chaka?
They're big on it. And depending on where
Shaka?
you are, it's slightly different. Like they'll extend the pinky more or the thumb. But where we were in Kauai, the guys were going like this. They were going, "Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, dude.
Yeah, bro." And I gotta say, I've been back 3 days. I find myself doing
I'm
it.
gonna start hitting that all the time.
It's nice when you're like changing lanes in the car.
Well, me and my boys hit the Shaka all the time.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I've never. This is a new one. I didn't know about that.
That's
It's
how they
way
do
more
it.
powerful.
Yeah.
It's like you're slamming your.
That's
drink
what
on
Yeah.
the
they
table.
would go, yeah, like that. They don't face it out like that or go like that. They go,
Oh, that's nice.
I like it.
That's
bro.
really nice.
Yeah, it makes me feel strong.
That's smooth as hell. I have this Shaka app, or it was like the guide app on the road to Hana. I never wanted to delete it because I had such fond memories of being called a Howley up there.
Huh.
Good diving though. Did you do any cliff diving?
no, I have in Hawaii. And
Of course.
it was really dangerous what I did.
Yeah.
Because we were going
Feet
in,
first time.
Yeah. We were going into a
You don't
place
gotta
where
tell
the
me,
water
bro.
was like washing in towards caves. So you had to really swim hard against the current to clear that. And if we hadn't, I mean, I don't know. I can't even talk about it. It was bad.
You ever see those dams?
The ones that the salmon tried to swim against?
No, the ones that they
100-year
go
horny.
down and then the water pushes against them. So if people will like kayak and they'll go over the dam and then it just keeps pushing them back in and you get caught in this cycle where you drown
An eddy. Yeah.
brutally
Damn.
because you keep on getting it turns you into like you're in like a washing machine.
Yeah.
You keep on getting swung back up for air and then going right back down.
Damn it.
It's crazy.
Damn it.
And it's like impossible to rescue them.
That's nasty. All right, good episode, bro.
Yeah, fun one.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
We're Pop Punk in New Haven, Connecticut on the 1st. You're not going to want to miss this.
You're not going to want to miss that.
Buy some tickets.
Buy some tickets to that.
New Haven.
All right. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye.
We did it.